Level 1, the finger at the table. The knife is already on the table. Nobody tells you what it means. They don't have to. The room smells like cigarettes and lacquered wood. 8 men sit around a low table. Their suits are black, expensive, and quiet. Their tattoos disappear under their collars. No one raises their voice. You're the only one sweating. The man at the head of the table doesn't look angry. That's worse. You made a mistake. That's all he says. You look at the knife. The blade is short, clean, waiting. You understand the rules of the system now. You're not here because someone likes you. You're here because someone vouched for you. And in this world, that makes you their responsibility. When you lost the money last night, 420,000 yen in a gambling room behind a pachinko parlor, you didn't just embarrass yourself. You embarrassed him. The man who sponsored you sits 2 seats away. He doesn't look at you. His expression doesn't change. You realize something important. This moment isn't about punishment. It's about loyalty. You bow your head, grip the knife, press your hand against the table. The blade falls. Pain explodes through your hand. You don't scream. You don't even breathe. Someone calmly wraps the finger in cloth and places it in a small ceramic box. It will be presented to the boss later, proof of apology. Your sponsor finally looks at you. You understand now, he says. You nod. You do. The Yakuza is not about crime. It's about structure, hierarchy, that you start at the bottom. You're a kabun, a child in the family. You answer to your oibun, the father. Your job is simple. You run errands. You collect envelopes. You stand outside doors while important conversations happen inside. You memorize faces. You memorize rules. Never speak unless spoken to. Never touch money that isn't yours. Never bring police tension. Respect flows upward. Protection flows downward. You work 16-hour days doing things no one else wants to do. Driving drunk businessmen home. Delivering cash to hostess clubs. Washing construction sites at 3 a.m. You earn nothing officially. But small amounts start appearing. 30,000 yen for a job, 80,000 yen for a night of security. You keep quiet. You stay useful. Weeks pass, then months. You start noticing something. Fear. Shop owners boast slightly when you enter. Restaurant owners refuse payment. At first it feels strange. Then it feels normal. You're not powerful, but you're connected. And in this system, connection is everything. One night your sponsor nods at you after a meeting. You're learning. That's the closest thing to praise you've heard in a year. You bow. But something has already changed. The boy who walked into that room with the knife, he's gone. You understand the first rule now. Respect is purchased, as sometimes the price is flesh. Level 2, the collector. The first time someone refuses to pay, you don't know what to do. It's a tiny bar in Shinjuku, 12 seats, neon sign flickering outside. The owner owes 2.6 million yen, protection fees. He bows when you walk in, pours you whiskey. Then he says the words, "I can't pay." You stare at the glass. You're not angry. You're calculating. At level 2, your job is simple. You collect protection money, gambling debts, loan payments. Your notebook has numbers. 500,000 yen here. 1.3 million yen there. Everything moves upward through the family structure. Every yen accounted for. But the real currency isn't money. It's pressure. You remember what your sponsor taught you. Violence is expensive. Fear is efficient. You stand up slowly. Walk to the wall. Remove the framed photograph of the bar's opening day. You place it face down on the counter, then another, and another. The owner's hands shake. You built this place carefully, you say quietly. You wouldn't want anything unfortunate happening. You leave. 2 hours later the money arrives. 2.6 million yen in a paper envelope. That's the moment you understand something. Power is quiet. Your weekly collections reach 18 million yen across multiple businesses. You pass most of it upward. But your cut grows, 300,000 yen, then 500,000 yen, eventually close to 1 million yen a week. None of it touches your bank account. Everything moves through cash, restaurants, nightclubs, hostess bars. You start wearing better suits, driving a black Toyota Crown. People open doors for you now. But the system also tests you. A loan shark job goes wrong. A borrower tries to run. You find him in an internet cafe after 2 days. He's shaking, crying. You feel something unexpected. Nothing, no anger, no sympathy, just efficiency. You bring him back. The family decides what happens next. And you watch. That night you realize something unsettling. You're no longer pretending to belong here. You do. Level 3, the enforcer. The man bleeding on the floor used to be a problem. Now he's a lesson. Level 3 isn't about collecting. It's about correction. Your family assigns you to a 3-man crew. You enforce rules when money and fear stop working. illegal gambling rooms, territorial disputes, debt collections that escalate. You learn new skills quickly. How to break a nose without leaving fingerprints. How to clear a room with just posture. How to walk into a nightclub and silence 30 men without speaking. Violence becomes procedural, controlled. You're never reckless. The police already know your organization exists. That's unavoidable. Your real job is avoiding attention. No public fights, no bodies, just enough damage to restore balance. One night another gang starts pushing into your territory. 3 new loan shops appear within a week. That's not coincidence. That's provocation. Your boss gives us simple instruction. Resolve it. You visit their office. 4 men inside. You close the door behind you. The conversation lasts 8 minutes. 2 broken arms. 1 shattered desk. No police report. The next day the rival operation disappears. Your reputation changes after that. People whisper your name. Not loudly, just enough. Fear becomes a currency you carry with you. But something else changes too. Sleep. You used to sleep deeply. Now you wake up at small sounds. Doors closing. Footsteps outside. Because level 3 teaches you another rule. Violence travels both directions. And anyone can climb the ladder the same way you did. Level 4. The operator. You stop using your fists. That's the first sign you've moved up. Level 4 operates behind desks, paperwork, businesses, real estate. Your family owns more legitimate companies than illegal ones. Construction firms, talent agencies, import-export businesses. Money flows through these channels like water. Your job is management. You oversee 6 collection crews. Weekly revenue now crosses 90 million yen. You handle disputes between businesses. Negotiate partnerships with other families. Move money quietly through shell companies. You meet bankers, lawyers, politicians. They know who you are, but they never say it. Your suits get sharper. Your phone never stops ringing. But power comes with a new realization. Violence was simple. People were either afraid of you or not. At level 4 the battlefield changes. Now it's information, rumors, contracts, leverage. A politician needs campaign funding. A developer needs later problems solved. A celebrity needs a scandal buried. You solve problems, and every solution creates a new favor owed. Your network expands. Influence spreads quietly across the city. But something else fades. Your old friends stop calling. Your family sees you less. You're surrounded by people constantly. Yet somehow you're alone more often. You understand why older members drink so much. The system consumes time. Then identity. You're not sure where one ends and the other begins. Level 5, the lieutenant. The promotion happens during a quiet meeting. No ceremony, just a new title. You now command your own division. 27 men answer directly to you. 3 crews, 6 businesses, 2 gambling operations. Your monthly revenue exceeds 500 million yen. The responsibility is heavy. Every mistake below you becomes your mistake above. You attend council meetings now. 5 lieutenants, 1 boss. Strategy discussions about territory, alliances, expanding. The conversations are calm, but every sentence carries consequences. A bad decision could start a gang war, or attract national police attention. Your days become strategic. You decide which businesses to pressure, which rival groups to tolerate, which problems require intimidation, and which require money. You stop thinking like a fighter, you think like a system. But leadership brings a new pressure, loyalty. You must protect your men, yet sacrifice them when necessary. One night a junior member assaults someone outside a club. The police start asking questions. The family cannot risk exposure. The decision falls to you. You summon him. He kneels. You explain calmly what must happen. He cuts off his own finger. You watch, and realize something quietly terrifying. You feel nothing. The system has reshaped you. Level 6, the boss's voice. When you speak now, rooms listen. Level 6 places you directly beneath the boss. You represent the family in negotiations. Other syndicates meet you with respect. Not because they like you, because they know the consequences. Your power is subtle. You don't threaten, you imply. Entire construction contracts move based on your approval. Union strikes vanish after a phone call. Land developments worth billions quietly shift ownership. You manage relationships with other families across Japan, Tokyo, Osaka, Fukuoka. Every meeting is a chess match, everyone smiling, everyone calculating. You also manage crises. A police task force forms targeting organized crime finances. You restructure dozens of businesses overnight. Money moves offshore. Companies dissolve. New ones appear. The machine adapts, That's the true strength of the Yakuza. Not violence, structure, generations of refined survival. But leadership also sharpens paranoia. You trust fewer people each year. Every ambitious subordinate could become your replacement. Every rival boss could become your executioner. You start sitting with your back to walls, washing exits, noticing hands. You sleep even less now, because power attracts gravity, and gravity pulls everything toward collapse eventually. Level 7, the boss the day you become boss feels strangely quiet. The old one retires after 40 years. No dramatic announcement, just a formal ceremony. Say cups exchange, oath renewed. Your name becomes the one everyone bows to. Thousands of members across multiple cities now belong to your organization. Your monthly revenue crosses 3 billion yen through dozens of industries. You no longer collect money, you shape empires, major infrastructure contracts, entertainment companies, financial investments. Your decisions ripple across entire regions. Politicians call you privately. Executives request meetings months in advance. But the higher you climb, the smaller your world becomes. Security tightens, movement becomes restricted. You rarely walk the streets anymore. Your schedule is controlled, your conversations monitored, your food prepared carefully. Enemies multiply at the top, rival syndicates, ambitious lieutenants, government agencies. Everyone wants something from you, or wants you gone. You spend more time thinking about succession than expansion, because every empire eventually collapses without preparation, and power, you learn, is temporary. Even here, especially here. Level 8, the ghost years pass, your name becomes legend. New members join the organization having never met you. They know your reputation. Stories circulate, deals you orchestrated, conflicts you ended, empires you built. But the truth is quieter. You spend most days in a private residence outside Tokyo. Meetings happen rarely now. Your lieutenants manage operations. The machine runs on systems you built decades earlier. Money still flows, respect still exists, but your world has shrunk to a few rooms, a few trusted faces, a lifetime of memories. You think often about the first night. The knife, the finger on the table. That was the moment everything changed. You traded freedom for structure, identity for loyalty, safety for power. Was it worth it? You're not sure. The system gave you everything, then slowly took everything else. You sit by the window watching rain fall over the city. Thousands of businesses, millions of people, an empire running quietly beneath it all. Somewhere in a small room tonight, a young man kneels at a table. There's a knife in front of him. Men in dark suits washing. He thinks this is the beginning of power. He doesn't understand yet, but he will.